Welcome to Powerhouse MTG. My name is Joel. I'm a God-fearing, Jesus-loving Christian who just happens to love the game of Magic the Gathering. In today's video, I'm going to give you steps on how to sell to Card Kingdom. Hey, do me a favor before we continue. If you like cracking packs, funny videos, educational MTG videos, mail day videos, or MTG Arena beatdowns, or maybe just like interesting product reviews or deck techs or anything to do with Magic, consider subscribing. All right, let's get back to the video. Selling to Card Kingdom is actually pretty simple. We can knock it out in just a few steps. Step one is get organized. What do I mean? I mean sort your cards, whether that's using your desk, using a tray, whatever. Sort your cards into your commons, uncommons, rares, and mythics, and know what you have and how many copies you have and what you want to get rid of. You're not going to be able to get rid of all of your cards. Why? Because Card Kingdom currently, at this very moment, does not take in bulk sales, which means you can't send them all your cards and then they give you money for it. They have a buy list, which means that's a little bit of work for you. Depending on how organized you are, this is either going to be hell or it's going to be very simple, just a little time consuming. Step two is pricing your cards. Now, there's two ways to do this. I'm going to tell you the way I do it first, and then I'm going to tell you the second option. The first option, if you're dealing with a smaller number, this is going to be easy. If you're dealing with a large number like 200 to 500 cards, this is going to take some time and some patience. But here's what you're going to do. You take the list of the cards you've already organized, right? You go to the website and you go find the link that says sell us your singles/foils. You go to the title field of the card, you enter the name, you find the right set, the right version, and you add that to your cart. If you have multiple copies, you add the multiple copies. And you do this over and over and over and over until the entire list of the cards that you want are in there. The second option is to import a list. The only reason I don't recommend it is because I have found that it makes mistakes. And sometimes it'll show a base copy when you meant to sell like a foil version, extended version copy, and then you end up getting less money for it. And so it's just annoying. So I recommend just taking the time, having the patience to go through your list one by one and make sure that you get the right set. Step three is deciding how you want to get paid. There's basically two options. You get some cash or you get store credit. If you go with the cash option, you're going to get less. If you go with the store credit, you're going to notice a significant difference in the amount that you get back. Step four is organizing your sell order. Now, I know what you're thinking. Joel, I already organized everything. I know you did. But when you put in a sell order, Card Kingdom separates everything or alphabetizes by set and then by variations within the set and then in alphabet order within each of those variations. So you need to make sure that you have them in that exact same order. Whatever you printed out, the list that they sent you, exactly the way that it is. From top to bottom, you're going to want to put them in that order. So if like the first card is like Demonic Tutor, then you want Demonic Tutor on top of the stack of cards and all the way down to the very end, whether it's 5 cards, 10 cards, 100 cards, whatever. Put them in order. Because if you do that, that's how you get paid much, much faster. Because then they'll open the package and they go through each card quickly through that list. Step 5 is have the Card Kingdom address and your sell order number handy for when you're at the post office and you're going to be printing out the label. Trust me, you will need this. Step 6 is packing up your order. Now, this is very important. When you pack your order, you need to make sure that whatever it is, if you're sending a small amount of cards, get one of those plastic cases that they sell for like $1 to $2 at any LGS. Go pick one of those up or order online, whatever, and add the cards. And then you're going to want to add something to pad it, right? So that the cards are not moving. Because to be honest, you'll notice that the moment you even show up to the post office and you put that box down the chute, the box starts tumbling. And that is not the last time it's going to tumble, because it's going all the way to Washington. Washington? Is that where they are? I think so. Washington. It's going a long way, man. So make sure that you, however it is that you package the cards, that you stuff it big time so that there is no movement. Card Kingdom is very specific on what they consider mint, near mint, somewhat played, and then damaged cards. Okay, I believe they'll buy all of them, but I mean the amount that you get back is pretty significant. So you need to be, very, very intentional when you're packaging up your stuff. Make sure that it's not moving. Use bubble wrap, use paper, use whatever you can, so where that package just doesn't even move a little bit. You can't hear the cards moving back and forth. I would take my time with this, big time. Step 7, mail out your order, man. Go to USPS, UPS, FedEx, whatever it is that you want to use. I use USPS because it's closer. I know the system. I know how it works. It's like pretty simple, pretty easy, and it's not super expensive. I mean, considering the fact that I'm in Tennessee, the price is slightly elevated a little bit. So I think the most I've ever paid is maybe like $22 to send in like 250 cards. The least I've paid is probably like $8 or $9. So it really depends on where you are at this point, but use whatever service you want and mail out your package. The last step is waiting. Okay, I don't know how to tell you this. Just wait. Just hold on. Okay, if there's bad weather, consider that it's going to take a little longer. And if you didn't do this in the last step, make sure that you opt to have insurance on your package, because they will get lost occasionally and you would hate it if it happened to you. Okay, just letting you know. So the last step is just waiting. You'll notice that it'll take anywhere between 3 to 7 days to get there, unless you paid the elevated price to have it flown there. It'll take 3 to 7 days, and then it'll take another 1 to 3 days for them to process your order. But they always email you the moment they complete like the order, right? The moment like it arrives, they'll let you know it's arrived. We're processing it. And then you'll get another email and it'll say, emails processed, you have the money, it's ready to go. Now, I have never had to say, well, this was not the agreed upon amount. I've never had to say that. But if you're not being honest with what your cards look like, if you're expecting, I want $60 for Jessica's will, you're not going to get the $60 if that is a damaged card or it's been like played a lot. It's just not going to happen. So don't do that. Don't expect for them to, not check those things. Okay. So that's it, man. That's the last step, is just wait and then get your money and then buy more cards. It's super cool. All right, man, that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you like content like this, leave a comment down below. Give me anything, man. I just want to, build a community and talk to people about magic and Christ and all kinds of stuff. If you have a question specific to selling to Card Kingdom, let me know. I'll answer the question as best as possible. I do this quite frequently, sometimes once a month. This month I bought a ton of Strixhaven stuff, so I did it like 4 times, and I got a ton of money back, like $1,500 out of the $1,800 that I spent. So it's not bad. Let me know, subscribe, do all the things. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I love you. So does Jesus. Go to church, okay? It's important you go to church. Okay, bye.